Perfect.
Hey y'all, hey, and welcome back to the newest edition of the Queens of Boxing Talk. I am Nik J, and this is my player partner, my boxing bestie, BOXIANA the Menace. You're looking real studious today, friend.
I'm suffering.
What's wrong?
I'm not happy, none of that stuff. I'm just existing.
Wait a minute. What is going on, friend? What's wrong?
Nothing.
Lundy box.
My ears hurt.
Oh, see, Show the people what you went and did, because
No,
I
I
told you
mean,
months ago. Why they hurt? Why your ears hurt?
I put I sized up on my gauges, you guys.
Oh,
So
wait,
I had
hold on. Because keep your hands up there, because I need the people to see.
I got fingernails. It's really girly over here,
What do
right?
you do? Listen? I feel like there's a transformation going on. What's good? I see
Yeah.
nails. I see fresh sets of nails. The blonde is back.
Yeah,
Ears.
it almost wasn't back. I'm telling you, it almost was gone.
Well,
Everything.
I'm
No.
glad to see her here. What's going on with your ears?
Huh?
What's going on with your ears? What?
I guess I'll show y'all.
Show the people.
I sized up on my gauges, right? So let me move my headphones so y'all can see. You okay? So like this jump has been incredibly painful. Like I can't describe it. I'm in a mood. That's all I can tell you.
Well,
It
honey,
has me very much in a mood.
if I could give you this glass of wine.
I hadn't been drinking. Like I've been on my little diet. I went to Chipotle yesterday. I went to Chipotle again today. So that shit is out the window. Uh-oh. See, God don't like no ugly.
Uh-oh.
God
Uh,
don't like no ugly.
I
It's
hadn't been
me.
drinking either, but I needed a nice glass of wine tonight. So
Yeah.
wine it is. Well, you don't look like you're hurting, friend.
Amen. Ain't God good? Ain't
He
God good? Ain't God
He
good?
is. Yes, he is. Y'all come on in the room because listen, we have a long card to get into. Okay. We're not going to go over all the fights on this card, but we are going to go into the ones that we find interesting. We're going to discuss the weigh ins and we're going to make our picks. And then we're going to discuss some very interesting topics that have transpired in the last few days in women's boxing, particularly the Olympics. You want to make sure you're here for our take on that. Okay, y'all come on in the room. How you doing, D21519? First up in the house, Bionic Prince. How are you? Nakia, make them freeze. Corbin, what's going down? Coach 67, Sports TV, Sticks and Jabs, Blue Arc, Jason Pennywell, The Messenger 215, Dion Williams, Joshua Connor, Errol Ferry, Marcus, Marcel Curry, Keisha Sellers. Hey girl, hey RT, how you doing? Mo 2013 in the house. Nurse Bastian says phenomenal Mexican. How you doing? Jesse Aguilar, Black Truth. How are you? Boxing Gems. how are you? Joshua Connor, I think I said you. Dang Father, Cameron. Hey Cameron, how you doing? Cameron Fields, Eric O. Who else we got? Hey, Harvey Johnson in the house. Royal Reef. Look at Shaquille that slid on up and through here. Hey Quill. Hey girl. Hey. Listen, hey Bella. Hey girl. Y'all come on in. Hit the like button. Hit the like button on y'all way in, please, and thank you. And also share the episode if you don't mind, so that the folks on Twitter and everywhere else know that we're on tonight. So, friend, let's get into this weigh-in. Wolf, let me ask you: you want to get into the weigh-in, or you want to get into Olympic news first?
Let's get the Olympics out the way. That way, because the card is long. It's going to
Card is
take us.
long.
Okay, so let's get that out of the way.
Okay, so if you watch boxing, if you've been watching boxing, if you've been glued to the Olympics like the majority of us have, you've seen some very interesting boxing news come out as far as the women's boxing over at the Olympics. Shout out to the Olympics, because this is really Olympic time is probably one of the only times that I feel very patriotic. I don't know what it is about the Olympics, but this is one of the few times that I feel patriotic and whatnot. So shout out to the Olympics for bringing out that patriotic spirit in me. Anyway, there was a huge controversy, and we're going to dig into it because I didn't comment on Twitter about it. I was just reading a lot of comments. Friend, I saw you on Twitter, and it was a lot of information being thrown out, some good information, some truth information, some not so truthful information, some folks just talking because they think they know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about. So we don't get into all of that. If you guys have been under a rock somewhere and you don't know the story we're talking about, there is a lady from Italy that decided she just was not about to have her match with another human in question, is what I'm going to call the person, because, well, she considers herself a she. Okay. The names of the folks that I'm talking about Angela Carini from Italy, and the young lady, the woman from Algeria that's in question. Her name is Imani Khelif. I believe that's how you pronounce her name. Anyway, Imani Khelif has been put on blast and under a microscope because some are saying that she is not a natural born woman and that she has no business in the ring with natural born women competing. Okay. So, friend, because you jumped on this before I did, I want you to explain. Hey, y'all, hey, come on in. I know, long side. It's so funny. Anyway, Mo, shut up. I'm trying to be politically correct because I don't want to offend nobody, because this is really sensitive, y'all. We be laughing and kikiing, but I couldn't imagine. So, friend, when you first got wind of this, what were your initial thoughts, and what were your initial thoughts? What did you think initially before you got any additional information?
I was mad. I'm the same mad I was then is the same mad I am now. It's the same. It has not changed.
Nothing changed.
My opinion has not changed. What I'm going to say has not changed, and like it's gonna upset a lot of people, and I don't care, because my opinion is my opinion. You don't have to agree with it.
Correct.
But I took some time because I think it was Marcos. He was in the comments saying, she is intersex and blah 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 blah.
Explain to people what all of that is, because I didn't know what any of this. I was ignorant to that term. So.
Me as well, because I didn't know. To break it down, to make a long story short, it's the Sierra story. Y'all remember the Sierra story when Sierra first came out?
I do
You,
not. Please enlighten me.
really, friend? They used to say Sierra had the same condition. Like she,
Explain. You have to explain before, because
okay,
I don't know.
she is a boy and a girl, but
Okay,
she's
let me
not.
just say this because
We had other.
I'm a little
Okay,
older. The term we used to use, the term that I grew up hearing, and I'm assuming this is an inappropriate term now. I
don't
don't know.
say it.
Terms
Bullet
change.
said it. Just read Bullet's comment. That's what we used to call it.
Wait a minute. I can't find bullet. Hold on.
It's two, three comments up, four comments up.
Wait.
It's a lot of older people. Cam just said
Term.
it.
Term.
Yes,
Term.
yes, short, yes,
Okay.
friend, yes, that's it.
So that's the word we used to use. And I don't know if that is still correct or not, but that is the term we used to use. Now, I never knew they said that about Sierra. Never. I never knew that.
I cannot believe that you did not know. That was like, and it went around pretty much forever until up until she had her first child.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, friend, that was the word on the bird.
Why did people think
Her statue.
that?
That's
Because
what
she was
original.
tall?
And she didn't have no titties, friend. Sierra was just straight up and down.
Kelly Rowland didn't have no breasts.
Yeah, but it was different. It was different for Sierra, and I don't know what made
Never
them.
thought that about her.
Yes, they did. I was like, I mean, all the girls knew. Like we knew Sierra was. See, you read the comments, friend. They telling you, like,
I'm reading.
yeah,
Y'all a little bit younger than me, so I didn't know that. I
yeah.
didn't know
That
that.
that was the word and the bird for real, friend.
Wow, that's so messed up. You see how messy y'all are?
Hold on, but see, that was the situation at that time. This shit is different, okay? So this girl has a syndrome called Sawyer syndrome,
Okay,
okay? She has female genitalia,
okay,
but she has male makeup. She has an XY chromosome,
okay,
okay? This is actual factual. She's a woman. I ain't excluding that. But she has a condition that make her a tad bit stronger than it would make a normal woman. And like I keep saying, everybody keeps saying, she's lost before. Listen, I get it. I know what y'all saying. The fact of the matter is, we really have to take into consideration this is women's sports. With her being having an XY chromosome, friend, that means she's stronger than women like me and yourself, but she's weaker than a man.
okay.
And she, like, I was this the syndrome is crazy, and like I pulled it up for you guys because we have to be politically correct over here when we talk about stuff because people like to take what we say to heart. Okay, this is what this says: people with this syndrome have female external genitals and sometimes female internal reproductive structures such as the uterus and fallopian tubes. So they may or may not get those, but they also have nuts.
Okay.
Okay, and they're very small, but they're like ovaries and they're undeveloped, but they're still there. Okay, either way, fact of the matter is she's strong. She's a little bit stronger. Some women can deal with that type of shit. Some women ain't never been hit like that before. So people were mad at all the female boxers that were speaking out about it and had something to say about the women and their concern. Y'all spoke out and didn't do any research. The research is this: the lady has a condition that causes her to have an XY chromosome. Point blank, period. There's nothing else to discuss. She is a woman. Okay, I see people calling her like trans and stuff. I never referred to her as that because not one time did we say, she is a male portraying to be a woman. That's not the case. She
Right.
a woman, but
Okay.
she has a male makeup, period. And that's science. We can't dispute that.
Okay. And so let me read these super chats. Chris, I don't know if you meant to send this twice, but if you did, thank you so much. One for me and one for my friend. You said, hey, cousins. I just wanted to say God bless y'all, and I appreciate the content. Thank you so much. And he sent it twice. Thank you, Chris. So, okay. This is so, I hate this. I hate it really. I really hate that we have to have this conversation, but it is needed because these these are special occasion type of cases, and I want people to what I really want people to take away from this whole thing is that not just with this, but anything that comes up that's out of the norm, you have to really look at it by case basis. This isn't something that you can just lump into a category because, like you said, some people are trying to depict her as being a trans woman. That could not be further from the case. She has not gone through any type of operation to become a woman. She didn't do any of this. All of this was nothing under her own control. This woman was born this way. The thing is, and I saw somebody say it in the comments, this case is very similar to a track star named Caster Semenya. Now, I'm not sure how old this young lady is, but with Caster Semenya, things got really weird because she shaved off like a minute or so. She shaved off a large portion of time from her personal best, and it caused eyebrows to raise. Like, what is she doing? Is she doping? Like, what's going on? And it wasn't that she was doping, but she was like a teenager going into early 20s. But she had this same thing happen with her body naturally producing more testosterone. She also was deemed a female at birth, but similar to this situation, had some testosterone elevations. And I don't know if Caster Semenya was XY chromosome. I don't know about that. However, very similar. Go ahead, friend.
I think she also has this same condition.
Yeah, she does. She has the same condition, but I don't know if Caster Semenya just has elevated testosterone, if she has the exact same condition. Let me say that. I don't know. But to combat this, it's going to be very difficult because these women, and I'm saying women because they've lived their lives as women, and this is something they had no control over. And y'all, when this was happening, this is like a medical, I want to say miracle. I don't, it's not
anomaly.
Anomaly. You better go. You better go, friend. It's a medical anomaly. So parents don't know exactly what to do, which sex to give, and you don't know how the body is going to respond until these young ladies or these young people grow up. And you don't know. You can't speculate what their body is going to do. You really can't. So these ladies apparently have elevated levels of testosterone. Now, there are other ladies who are actually XX chromosome who also have elevated levels of testosterone. Friend, my question to you is, since this is no fault of her own, what would be the protocol to deal with something like this? Because that's really what we're faced with.
I mean, what do we do? Like, my opinion is different from everybody else's. And I see a question in the comments about, like, let me go back up because I saw it. I'm going to put it on the screen for you.
Yeah, okay? Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. That. So if I had a daughter with this same condition and she was bullied as a child and went into boxing and wanted to chase her dream, I would have to make a conscious decision as a parent.
Right.
Because as a parent, I have to think about the safety of other children. That's really the concern, especially if I was in a situation where my child was born intersex. And as I made a decision, my child is going to be a girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, I made a decision for my child that my child's body didn't make for itself. So I always have to take the consideration the health and the safety of another child. So with that being said, like my kid would just have to understand like you're different and you may or may not hurt somebody doing what you're doing. Like, and I get that you love it, but like until they make something for people like yourself, then yeah, you got to be real with these kids. Why the hell I'm alive? You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna treat my kid different because of their condition. It's out of her control. You know what I'm saying? But it's unfair. That's like we watched the fight, and I don't know. People are not bringing it up enough. We watched Freshon and Alejandro. What?
I don't like to bring that up because that's a totally different. That
Alejandro had elevated levels of
yeah,
testosterone too.
but Alejandro was taking something to do that to herself.
Right.
She
So
was
I
she was transitioning. That she was a trans woman. That's why I feel like it's different because she actually was fucking cheating.
Nah, but she didn't come out there saying that she was no trans person. She got kids and shit, friend though, but she didn't come out as no trans. She did cheat. But I say that to say this, okay? We saw what elevated levels of testosterone did to Freshon. That's why I'm bringing this up because we have to have something to pinpoint off of like how this looks. We saw what elevated testosterone did to Freshon. And those were heavier girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know the effects of elevated testosterone against these lighter females. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? You have to take that into consideration.
So to answer the question of Gorgeous Bear, and thank you for the question, would you refuse? You would refuse your child?
Yeah, man. Like, we would find another sport. We would definitely. I'm not saying that you can't compete in anything, but you're not gonna be in a sport where you hitting.
Okay. So what would be okay? We'll leave it there.
Basketball, soccer, softball. It's plenty of stuff for you to choose from where you're not punching nobody in the face. Volleyball is an excellent sport for you to get into. Nobody gonna be bothering you like that because them girls hit hard, they strong. You know what I'm saying? But we won't be in a sport where you punching.
Okay. Dej, thank you so much. They say Dej, I don't know if you're a female. I mean, you don't have no avatar, so I don't know, Dej. I don't want to offend nobody. Dej says the Algerian chick is just like Caster Semenya. Exactly. That went viral years ago in track and field in the 800 meters when she was breaking records. She is biologically a woman, literally the same scenario. And I want to add to that. What they did to Caster Semenya was they banned her. What they did to Caster Semenya was they offered her the solution for her would be to take whatever substance to decrease her testosterone levels to what they deemed would be sufficient for a normal woman. And she declined. And when she declined it, they stopped her from running. Well, they didn't stop her from. Well, yeah, they banned her from running. Go ahead.
I don't agree with that shit.
You don't.
If that's what making her take shit to block her body's natural ability, like that's crazy. Because what if she do decide one day that she want to have kids or some shit, and that shit fuck up her ability to have children from taking all this hormone suppressing shit? Like, that's wrong to make her body stop doing that shit. She should not just be able to compete, friend. That's all it said.
I see now that part. I was. You can't. I'm sorry. You can because they did. But I just feel like I think it's fucked up that you can tell somebody, because this is how I feel. Some people are gifted certain stuff from the creator. Some people are gifted quickness. Some people are gifted speed. Some people are gifted brains. Some people are gifted. It can be a gift and a curse. To me, because this is nothing that these women have done on their own accord. This is a gift and a curse for them, in my opinion. That's how I feel about it. If you're not going, if you're given the option that if you want to compete, then you have to take something to suppress this extra testosterone. If you really want to compete, you'll take it. But if you don't, then you can't compete. Like to me, I just feel like it's a fucked up situation, and it shouldn't be. The resolve is, well, you just can't compete because you was born fucked up. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. So to me, it's a gift and a curse. I can't help the Lord made me this way. That was my gift. And then I saw some other people being real ignorant and weird on Twitter, throwing like they've been doing for years. I don't know how they put Serena in it, but some kind of way Serena was put in it. Some kind of way Brittany Griner was put in it. None of these ladies have ever had any issues with their XY chromosomes or their XX chromosomes. None of that. But Serena is gifted. She was gifted that body type. She was gifted that strength. She was gifted all of those things. So me personally, I can't say, nope, you just can't compete. You got to find something else to do. I can't tell nobody that. That's like me telling somebody with a superb IQ, well, you can't have this job because your brain just a little bit more elevated than everybody else. So I think it's fucked up because it's really no right way to think about it. But what I really, really wanted to say about the whole situation is they've got to come up with some type of solution across the board. You can't have it one way for this sport and then have another set of rules for this sport. Or, if you run in the 800 and above, then you have to have this much testosterone. Or if you fighting in a weight class below this, you can't have this. No, you have to really come up with whatever solution it's going to be and have it that way all the way around the board for all of sports. Because otherwise, we're going to keep running into this every time something happens. And just for the record, the lady Angela Carini, I watched the fight. I watched it as long as it lasted. She didn't want to fight. And this ain't her first time quitting. I'll just say that. I'm going to read this. Cameron, I hope I'm saying your name right. Cameron Fields, thank you so much. She says, keep cooking, Queens. We see you and support you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me see, did I miss somebody else? J Pitt City, thank you. Salute, Queens. Thank you so much. Who else did I miss? Did I miss anybody else? Y'all, this is really, it's crazy because I don't want to make it sound like I don't support women. I'm not in there for, thank you, Cameron. I'm not for fucking over real women, 817. I am absolutely not for fucking over real women. However, I'm not for fucking over people who ain't got no control over their circumstance either. I'm not for fucking over that. Go ahead, friend.
I am. I'm sorry. Like, we in a bad way, and that's the problem. It's not enough people standing up for this shit. This shit wrong. No matter how you want to fucking spin it, this shit wrong. I don't give a shit if she didn't beat other women didn't beat her. I don't care about none of that. The fact of the matter is, boxing is dangerous enough. Why would we make this shit more like dangerous? That shit is insane. Get plenty of people and say to give them their own shit. If you feel like you singled out, I'm sorry, baby. You and like, I'm not even being funny when I say this. I say this because I'm a comic nerd. So this should let you know how highly I think of mutants. You a mutant. You different. You can't fuck around with the normal people. It's a chance that you might hurt them. You are rogue. You are rogue. It
And
is what it is.
Drink, you are absolutely right. I remember this when I was a child. Especially because when my brothers played football and when youngsters played football, people come, they want birth certificates. If your child is taller than the normal typical child, they want to see birth certificates. They want to know your birthday. They want to know all of that. Some people are gifted physically that way. So it's, I hate it. Main biker, he says, it's like asking X-Men mutants to reduce their powers.
Yeah, she can have children. She is a woman,
No,
but
she
this
can't.
is okay.
This
Well,
woman can't. She can't have kids. She can't make kids. She can't have kids.
all right. Well, then this is what I'm gonna say. And if you are offended, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. They need to be in the division of by themselves because if you, it'll be different. It'll be different. It'll be different. And I'm not saying that's like saying infertile women are not women. That's not the fucking case because they are not built up of no XY chromosome. They have XX chromosome. They just can't have babies. This shit different, man. And if we're okaying this is a problem. And we're not gonna be satisfied till somebody get fucking hurt. Then it's gonna be, oh well, maybe we should have looked a little harder into this on what we should do. Yeah, so and I'm tired of people bringing up this record and the fact that she's lost to other women. Cool. Cool. The fact of the matter is she's always a little bit stronger than them. Always, no matter what y'all do. She's always gonna be just a tad bit stronger than them. Y'all can kiss my ass, and I don't give a shit who get mad about it. Y'all out of pocket for okaying this. For the people that's okaying this, you are out of pocket. Yes, she is a woman, but she has a condition that makes her a little bit stronger than other women. Argue with science about it. I'm not going to. Google is your friend. Google Sawyer's disease or whatever the hell it is and find out for yourself. And then we can come back and we'll have a discussion about it. But I promise you what?
They wild as hell in these comments.
I know.
Oh my
I
God.
know. I can read them a little bit, but I can't read them too much. All I'm gonna say is, y'all, we need to start using our heads for real. We not using our heads no more. We using logic and what people think is right. Y'all know this shit out of pocket. And gun toting, the facial hair don't mean that you got none of that. There's people with polycystic ovarian syndrome that grow hair on their face.
Full beards. And got
So
5 kids. And and chest hair. Yeah.
So you can't say because she got facial hair that makes her some type of something. All I'm gonna say is y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. Like I said, argue with science. She is born a woman, but she has a male makeup.
Drink, she has outward female genitalia, but she doesn't have the inside female genitalia. What she has inside are the not full grown
Undeveloped nuts is what she
that's
got
what
on
she
the
has
inside.
on the inside. Instead of ovaries, she has undeveloped testes. And on the outside, she has a vag. So that's what I'm saying. She can't reproduce and she can't produce a kid. Either way it goes, she can't reproduce no kind of way. She can't get a sperm and she don't drop the egg. So she that's what I'm saying. It's I think my issue with it is I think people are trying to mix her condition with or put it in the same box as a trans person, and it's completely not. And I don't think she deserves that kind of backlash because this is something that she cannot help. She had no control over. She was just born different. You know how babies come out with Down syndrome, or children are born with cancer, or children are born remedial or whatever. This was her condition that she was born with. So it's not a fault of hers. She's just different. And it just so happens that the world got to know about it because she decided to do a sport that is gonna have to be talked about, unfortunately. But I'm trying to figure out how they okayed her to fight, because at some point she wasn't okay to fight. What was that about? Did you read up on that part?
She failed that gender test. That's why they banned her. That's how this originally started in the first place, and all that shit got out. And somebody was like, "This is a rumor started by, what did they say? Some Russian shit." Cool. Let me tell y'all about the fucking truth. Drunks and mad people tell the truth. Anytime you've heard the truth, it's been about from a drunk or a mad person. So she beat one of their people and they put her business out. And now here we are. So
Damn, 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 damn. Well, um, it's awkward. We had to talk about it though, because we are one of the few channels that is female based. We talk female boxing. We're trying to talk more female boxing. This was a huge topic. It's uncomfortable to talk about, but we needed to address it, at least, give our opinions about it. But they're allowing her to continue fighting. They are going to allow her to continue fighting.
and guess what? I don't give a fuck. They not gonna be satisfied till somebody get hurt. We will readdress this. We will have to readdress this again, and it's gonna be one of them times that she get her fucking man strength. Then we gonna really address this shit because she's still growing into her goddamn size. So let's go for it. Whatever y'all choose. I'm here for it.
Well, okay. We'll see what happens with the rest of this week 2 of the Olympics and how far she gets, and if any of her other opponents are going to decide they don't want to engage. We'll see. It's going to be an ongoing story for sure. But yeah, I did want to bring up, you were speaking about Friend Sean. Friend Sean spoke about it on Twitter as well, and she was saying how big of a difference them hundreds of a whatever in testosterone level make. So moving forward, friend, y'all ready to the Tylenol?
Listen, baby, I'm over here and listen. Every time I move, my hair rub against my ear, and I don't
This,
know.
I don't. These are the kind of people you bring out to the chat. Yo, these your
Not
people.
me, not
These
me,
your people. These are your people.
not me.
Yeah,
We
these
will
your.
behave. We will behave Christians over here.
I can't stand y'all. I can't stand y'all. I can't stand y'all. Anyway, on to the fight card for tomorrow. Okay, on to the fight card. So we have a packed fight card. Okay, we ain't gonna talk about all the people that's gonna be on the card, but what I do want to talk about, we have Andy Cruz tomorrow, who's just, doing what he's supposed to do. He's still freshly professional, getting his first fights in. Um, he's going to be fighting gentleman that Devin Haney won knockout of the year against, and his name is Antonio Moran. They're fighting at 135 pounds. Friend, who you got in that fight?
I don't know, friend. I can't decide.
Really?
Really, I don't know. I honestly don't know how much of that card I'm going to watch. That's what I'm going to say. Andy's supposed to beat him up good, but Moran should be on his best bullshit tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know what to expect because he could give Andy one of those really, really good ones, but he also could not, and Andy gonna stop him in like 3.
Well, Andy did, because they asked him about stopping him. And typically he says, he just wants to go in there, put on a good show. But they kind of walked him into a stoppage request basically, and they hit him with the, Devin Haney knocked him out and da 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 da. So Andy said, he's looking for the knockout tomorrow. So we should see. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm going with Andy Cruz. I think he's still marching forward. I'm really hoping. I'm hoping to see, since we're talking about the Olympics a minute ago, I'm really hoping to see that rematch in the professional ranks. I hope Andy keeps winning, keeps positioning himself, and other folks over at Top Rank are calling for every other fight except for that get back that he should be calling for in Andy Cruz.
Keyshawn don't know what he won't do. Keyshawn calling for Frank. Keyshawn saying everything but Andy Cruz. He don't want to fight no Andy Cruz.
Hey, Ray Davis, how you doing? Why you think he don't want to fight Andy Cruz, free?
You know what the people on Twitter say? They say Andy is Keyshawn daddy. So I'm wondering, he didn't beat him a bunch of damn times.
He have, but Keyshawn always say the pros is different.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, why don't you say you want to fight Andy Cruz instead of saying you want to fight Frank Martin? Say you. He never says Andy shit.
He never says that. And every time anybody brings that up, all I think about is how hard Snoop and Kevin Hart laughed watching him give that interview after he lost, and Andy Cruz was in the background breakdancing and shit, pop locking, celebrating, dancing his ass out while Keyshawn was there trying to explain.
I think it'd be worse than the pros, friend.
You do?
I think it'd be worse in the pros. I do. It's something about Andy Keyshawn do not fuck with, friend. Damn. And he won't say Andy for shit. He will say everything else except for Andy.
Damn. Okay, well then I got Andy tomorrow. I got him continuing to march forward. Next card I want to talk about. I want to talk about David Morel. David Morel is making his debut at 175 pounds tomorrow. Okay. Excuse me, I did not write down the gentleman who he will be fighting, but he ain't no slouch, and I want to say he's undefeated as well. Okay, I expect David Morel at his debut at 175 to be victorious. I don't see him having any hiccups in his reign to trying to get a big time fight. How do you feel about David?
Is he chasing David Benavidez?
I think so.
Something is giving. I'm chasing David Benavidez because
I think so. Oh, he's not undefeated. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think he's chasing David Benavidez.
I do. I think he's chasing him as well. It's very strong. I don't know. I think David. Look, now I guess they both David. I guess Morel is. I don't know, friend. He's solid at 168. I don't know why he went up. Like, he ain't even did nothing.
He didn't do anything at 168. He chasing David Benavidez. That's the only thing.
So would people say that David Benavidez is ducking David Morel? Because
why would he be ducking him? How would he be ducking him? He just got to 175.
Right, but he didn't say nothing at 168 either.
They've been talking about fighting. He was his main focus at 68 was Canelo.
Okay.
That was his main focus at 68.
I don't know. I gotta see that every time. I don't know. David Morel a killer, man. Like he the ultimate finisher. Like for real, for real. I don't know. I think David gonna stop this dude early. I maybe give him 5 rounds, maybe if that. I don't know, man. It's a good fight, but that's gonna be crazy. Especially at 175, because Benavidez did good in Vegas, but he struggled in Vegas a little bit too against that big man at 175.
He didn't look like his normal dominant 168 self in there. And that's why I'm eager to see this fight with David Morel. Now, granted, after his fight in Vegas, he shared that he had some injuries. So I do want to take that into consideration. I want to see him healthy in his next fight at 175 pounds, see what he looks like. Um, but David Morel looked great on the scale. He looked filled out. He looked good. And the guy he fighting is still like, I think he looks smaller to me, naturally smaller. Um, but I see y'all in them comments talking about David Benavidez ducking David Morel. David ain't ducking. No, don't y'all come over here with that. Don't come over here with that. My guy ain't ducking no smoke. Okay? David gonna get this work too. Okay? Ugh. Anyway, friend, what you looking like you don't.
I have not a word to say. I'm listening to you get your shit off. I'm just being quiet. Okay? I have not a word to say.
Y'all can scram in these comments with their foolishness. That's what y'all can do. Nonetheless, David Morel victorious tomorrow. Okay. Now, moving right along. Um, there's also well, two big old heavyweights cards tomorrow. Okay. One of these heavyweight cards, I believe, is gonna be like the showstopper. So on the first one, we have Big Baby, the real Big Baby. No, Jared Big Baby Anderson versus Martin Bacoli. Um, a lot of people been talking about this is an upset card. A lot of people been talking about this is probably going to be, if there's an upset on this card, this one might be the one you want to put the star behind. They both came in today. Anderson was 252.4, but Bacoli was heavier. They heavyweight, so I didn't hear exactly what his weight was, but he was, I want to say, 20 pounds heavier than Jared Anderson. Friend, did you see the presser yesterday? Because I saw something very interesting about that presser yesterday when they were talking to Big Baby Anderson. Um, Apparently his normal coach, his regular coach, is not training him for this fight. He is with Sugar Hill. But on the stage yesterday, he made a point to say that, he went to Sugar Hill and he added things to his game. He didn't change anything up, and that he is still with his head trainer. Just this fight, he's working with Sugar Hill. Did you find that interesting? Like, what's going on? And if he's still with his trainer, why wasn't his trainer there? Why isn't his trainer there?
You know, friend, maybe life happens, and maybe it's just one of those situations where life is happening. He could make it. I don't know, but I don't like no Sugar Hill. He like to take his shirt off around other men and put his chest to their chest. So I stay away from that. But I don't know. My spirit is giving upset. Like I said, when I hear Bacoli and I think about Africa, I don't think about that Hitchens boy. I think about Bacoli. He give you all of that. Oh, Karma said Turk want him with Sugar Hill.
That's what I thought.
Musty and listen, let me tell y'all, I don't like that. I don't like that for him. I don't like that for him. Jared Anderson and Sugar Hill is not gonna work, and that might be the reason for the upset.
You think so?
hmm
So you put, okay, so
Cause you know what, Jared, a stubborn asshole. He ain't gonna listen to He not gonna listen to Sugar Hill.
you don't think so?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So what are you so who you picking, friend? Who you picking?
I'm going with Bacoli for the upset.
Ooh.
Cause I just keep thinking back to Charles Martin, man. Charles Martin gave him too many issues. And Macaulay got a shitload of power. He can't go in there and fuck with him like that. You gotta be for real. Like for real in there.
And
I
let
don't
me just
know.
add, because I know this is important to you. Jared Anderson is a new dad. Girl just had baby.
Okay, so listen, I tell y'all this often, and y'all really don't understand how big this is to me. This is a regular preaching thing to our guys. You must not have these babies this early in your career, especially these times. These are not good times because your focus is not there. Like you want to be with your new baby. You know what I'm saying? Like you're doing this for your new baby, but you don't want to miss out on no moments on a baby when they that little and small. It's your first baby too. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it's not gonna be a good turnout. I'm going with Bacaulay for the upset, and he gonna get stopped.
Damn, you think he gonna get stopped?
One thing I know about these children, y'all, I keep telling them, everybody not like Javante or Errol, who were able to have a new baby and go to the gym and still be able to do this shit with
The best example is Bud. He got a tribe.
Budrick. Budrick. Budrick just had a baby not too long ago. I didn't
Listen,
realize that.
Bud finna have two basketball teams on y'all in a minute. He finna have a starting lineup and a bench.
Listen, y'all can really, a lot of y'all not built like that. And your first baby changed a lot of shit, like a lot. So this is not good. This is not good.
But we gonna see. We gonna see. I don't
Get
know if I
stopped.
wanna. I don't because I listen. The thing about Jared Anderson is that he is really actually very talented. This is a real deal step up fight for him. Um, I just can't unsee him succumbing to the pressure on camera like he did though. That worries me. The fact that he doesn't want to he doesn't love boxing and he's this young in the game. Go ahead, friend.
And did you see the bigger baby press him at the presser?
I did.
Listen, y'all need people, okay? And I know y'all be talking shit about me and my friend, but I be telling y'all, I can turn y'all into the villain that y'all really, really want to be. And a lot of people, they're starting to come around. Like, if y'all notice like a different type of villain in some of these fighters, chances are they hanging out with your girl. The communication is a little bit better on their end. They're hanging out with my friend. But what we're trying to tell you is you have to let the beast in you be free. You never let nobody put you in a situation where they can punk you. That's what it boils down to at the end of the day. You don't put yourself in no situation where somebody can punk you. I was like,
Especially when
damn,
you
Jared.
known to be a shit talker, like you known to pop your shit. That's what you gonna do when somebody else pop shit to you.
And like, there were so many things that you could have said to shut his big back ass up. All you had to do was call him Lord back. He would have started crying. There's plenty of things that you could have said. This is why we tell y'all need people.
Cause just to be
He,
prepared for the moment. Cause we knew it was coming. We knew it was gonna happen. Y'all was all gonna be on stage together. Y'all two heavyweights, and y'all got the same name. Who didn't see that clash coming?
yeah, my name Big Baby and your name Big Baby too. But the difference is our backsides. Baby, when I tell you I would have had him prepared, don't leave, friend. Don't leave. We both the big baby. Your back just a little bit bigger than mine. He would have been all kind of big diaper wearing. You want to be a baby? Cool, me too. But the thing is, I'm actually a baby. Your ass is just a big ass bitch baby. Oh, hey friend, I got plenty of things that we would have been prepared. Y'all gotta stop letting these people punk y'all in public. You must have a comeback for everything. Think on your feet.
He did. He did shrink under pressure, drink. He did shrink under pressure. And initially, I was liking the vibe I was getting from Jared because it wasn't that old ignorant shit. Jared is actually, I think, he's not a dummy. Okay, he can actually present himself very well. But when it's time to get ignorant, that's when you supposed to pull that out. You don't be ignorant, just for the sake of being ignorant. It's a time and a place. That was the time and the place. And he shrunk in the moment. I was like, you got to be kidding me. This is your time to shine with all that ignorant shit you like to do and say all on Twitter. We in each other's face. I could tell you whatever I want to say. And you act like now you're not phased. Now you're above it. Now you're not worried. Now you're on your phone. Now you can't worry to be bothered about it. It's fight week, sir. This is the time. This is the prime time. What are we doing? Do you think he's worried about his opponent? Do you think he's shook at the
Hey, yeah. Fuck you mean? Hell yeah, he worried. And that shit did not help everybody in his head now. Damn. Everybody in his head. There's so many things that you could have said to him. Stop it tomorrow, you guys. And it won't be from Jared Anderson.
Damn. Tevin Smith said, I would have said, okay, GTA 500. Something. I don't know. I don't want to say Jared Anderson is going to get upset tomorrow. I'm going to say Jared Anderson gets knocked down in this fight. I think he might hit the canvas in this fight. And we're going to see what he's really, really made of. And if this turkey check is hitting like I think it's about to hit, he going to get his big ass up off that canvas and do what he know he need to do to get another one of these big ass checks. Especially since he don't want to be in the game too long.
Well, Big Turkey, let me ask for this. If you got to make something between the big babies, make the big baby card.
Well, if both of them lose, that's definitely coming next.
Make the babies.
If both of them win, that's probably definitely coming next.
Make the babies. Make the babies. Y'all gonna be sad than a bitch tomorrow. Y'all gonna see some shit tomorrow that none of us was expecting. Because none of us is really expecting for Jared Anderson to go in there and get his ass whooped. We know he's talented. The baby card. Have the baby come out and do his little two-step. Little baby come out. Let him do all the babies. All the babies. Bring all the babies out. Yeah,
I'm gonna go against my better judgment right now, and I'm picking Jared Anderson to pull this out of his ass tomorrow. Okay, listen, Jared, you got something to prove, good, because your press week this week wasn't a good look for you. So to redeem yourself, good sir, and I hope you're watching. To redeem yourself, good sir, you're gonna have to go in there and put down a demo tomorrow. And I know that you have it in you, but you gonna have to box. Because you don't want to go in there slugging with this big old bull. That's a big ass man. That's an ox. Okay? That's a big old buffalo. You not finna want to lock horns with him like you lock horns with everybody else. You are the smaller man tomorrow. Box. Because you can. Be smart. Box. I'm going with Jared Anderson. Listen, you got a mouth to feed, honey. Get your ass in there and do what we know you can do. Okay? Please and thank you. Now, moving forward, speaking of the other baby, we have the real big baby versus your favorite fine built boxer, Andy Ruiz. Did you see them on the scales today, friend?
Built like baloney. I saw it. They built like bologna, not the bologna you get in the store. The bologna that you got to go to the meat market and they pull it out and cut it for you. That they built like that kind of bologna. I don't. I wish I could skip over this card. I want to skip completely over this fight. And then they were out there grinning at each other and shit. They wanted to hug and laugh and shit. Like, get y'all baloney back ass off my TV. I'm tired. They do, friend. They look like baloney.
Well, Big Baby, he lost a lot of weight, friend, so he in better
I
shape.
did. He still look like baloney.
And he's still way bigger, like at least 20, 30 pounds bigger than Andy.
And then Andy then went and covered himself in tattoos, and he looked like dirty baloney. Ugh.
Just, ugh.
I want to skip over that card.
I might not watch that fight. I ain't gonna
And
lie.
it looked like Andy. They got when God was building Andy, he got him and did him like this at the hips. So Andy built just like this. Yes. Yes. I don't know what that fight is gonna be tomorrow. It's gonna be a grease fest, like I said on Tuesday. They ain't even rehydrate yet from what we saw.
They ain't
still
lose
little.
no weight. They ain't gotta rehydrate. They heavyweights.
Friends, they still something. Yeah, they lost. Jared did. Jared lost a lot of weight.
He did, but they ain't lose. He didn't lose weight to fight. He ain't have no weight to lose. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They don't have no standard. They can come in as big and fat and slabby and nasty and funky and nasty.
It's just gonna be. You know what, friend? I wish I could skip over that fight. I ain't lying to you. That's one fight that I really don't even care to see tomorrow. Andy is built just like this. It started at his head, he come down, and at his hips, somebody pieced him at the hips, and it made his booty, hips, and legs smile. He got a messy bitch leg. Did you see how Andy was up there standing?
Please explain to the people what that is.
A messy bitch leg, y'all. This is the leg, right? But the leg is bent in. Like I can't do it with my fingers. Like that. That leg kind of leaned in a little bit. He got a messy bitch leg because he built.
My grandmama say that he stand back in it. He stand back in his leg.
He got a messybitchleg.com. He got a messy bitch leg. Y'all know what a messy bitch leg is. I don't have to describe to y'all. Y'all know exactly what that is.
The ladies absolutely
the girls know. The girls know. He got a messy bitch leg. And I don't know. He just be, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't
and
like
the ghetto
about
dudes
it.
know exactly too. Y'all know it, girl.
Yeah, y'all know what to play. Y'all know the play. Y'all already know the vibe. And you always know it's a bitch with a leg like that and she the fucking messiest. She always talking shit about everybody.
Whoo!
That's the leg. You know what? You knew what I was saying. That's my twin. You knew exactly what I was saying. That leg kind of tuck in, but it stick out. Andy got that leg.
Who you got winning that fight, friend?
I don't know, honestly, friend.
You gotta pick one.
Andy said, I'm still fast. So I'm going to go with the car thief because he's been a little bit more active. It's the battle of who's going to get tired first.
Who's going to get tired first?
And I honestly, the bigger one always get tired first. So that means the bigger baby is probably going to go first. So I'm going to go with Andy too, y'all. I'm going to go with Andy too.
By stoppage or?
No, they gonna lean on each other till 10. Cause I'm telling you, round 8, baby, that's gonna be a greasy ass arena. They gonna be big and sweaty and tired by round 8. Ugh.
Okay. For me, this is another to me. This is a toss up because you have one gentleman who's been out of the ring. He's clearly, to me, the better boxer in Andy Ruiz, but he's been out of the ring for 2 years. Then you have Jared. I keep calling him Jared. What is his damn real name?
Gerald.
Yeah, him, Big Baby
Jarrell.
Jarrell. The real Big Baby Anderson. No, Big Baby Miller. Jarrell Miller. He's more active. He actually did well against Daniel Dubois, except for he got tired. He says he wasn't in the best shape. He's saying he's been down in Philly. He's been training with Bozy and Boots in their whole camp, and he's feeling good. He's looking good. He's healthy. I'm going with Miller. I think Miller, his newfound religion, his newfound training, his newfound weight loss, he's going to get a newfound victory tomorrow. I'm going with Jarrell Big Baby Miller tomorrow. I don't think this is going to be the comeback Andy Ruiz is expecting. I'm going to go with Big Baby. Big Baby Miller tomorrow. We'll see, but I'm going with Miller. I know, it's like a card. Anyway, so the card that I'm looking most forward to, the fight that I'm looking most forward to tomorrow happens to be Pitbull Cruz versus Jose El Rayo Valenzuela. Okay. Valenzuela is moving up to 140. Pitbull Cruz is coming off of his victory against Rolly Romero. He's the new champion at 140. And man, they have both been all business. The stare downs, everything about this fight has been tense. They came in. Jose looked great on the scale. Pitbull looked good on the scale too. Who you got winning that fight, friend?
I don't know, friend. This is one of the ones that I'm completely torn about. I'm excited about it. To me, this is the fight of the night. I'm rooting for Rayo. I'm wholeheartedly rooting for Rayo, but Pitbull Cruz is probably gonna pull this one out because he's so relentless. He relentless, but Rayo filled out on the scales. Like he looked good on the scale. So I don't know, friend. I'm gonna go with Pitbull.
You going with Pitbull?
Yeah, but I'm rooting for Rayo, and if Rayo pull it out, awesome, great. If he don't, I'm gonna be gutted for him. But don't quit. I gotta fight for you. Win or lose, I gotta fight for you.
Okay. Sunday we'll talk about it. I am not a fan. I don't hate him. I don't dislike him at all. I'm not a fan of his fighting style, and I'm talking about Pitbull Cruz. I'm not a fan of his fighting style. At the time when he knocked Rolly out, this is before I had met Rolly Romero, so he wasn't quite my nephew yet. I was happy, and I wanted him to be Rolly. I like Rayo. I like him a lot. I like Rayo because Rayo ain't scared to get in that square circle and fight. He don't give a damn. And I like that about him. He done lost twice. He got knocked out once. He didn't get a chance to avenge that loss. He lost to Chris Colbert, came back and said, you know what, I ain't leaving it in the hands of the judges. And he did just that, knocked him into oblivion and into fight cards that we don't even know he owned. So I fucks with that. I love that about Rayo. He ain't scared to get up in there and mix it up. Moving up to 140, his first fight out, he's going in there with aggression unleashed in Pitbull Cruz. But I love the fact that This is his second fight with Robert Garcia. I think Rayo can box Pitbull Cruz, and I think at 140, Rayo's power is going to carry. And we know he got heavy hands. So I'm not saying he's going to knock Pitbull out, but I think he has enough boxing skill, and I think he has enough power to pull off the victory. And if he boxes, he can really make Pitbull look crazy, because Pitbull just be going out there swinging just wild and awkward and unorthodox, and just, if you have decent feet, and I'm not saying Rayo has the best feet, but if you have decent feet and you can move, you can beat Pitbull Cruz. I happen to think he lost against Giovanni, but they just gave him that fight. So I have Rayo in this. I want Rayo to win, and I actually think he has the skills to pull it off, but he cannot get up in there and try to slug with Pitbull Cruz, because he gon', I don't want to see him do that. I've seen him get chin checked. I've seen him get buzzed and wobbled by the smaller Chris Colbert. So I don't want to see him get up in there and have no pissing contest with Pitbull Cruz, because he might end up running into some shit and it's going to be all bad. But I'm just going out on a limb. I'm picking with my heart on this one. I'm going with El Rayo. I really hope he can. And the reason why I want him to fight and to win the fight is because I feel like Rayo gonna fight. He gonna mix it up. He ain't gonna be in there talking about who he ain't gonna fight and know this fighter and what has he done to earn a fight. I think he gonna mix it up, because at this point he's lost before. He done lost with a knockout. He done lost on the cards. He don't really think he ducking no smoke. So I like that about him. So I'm going for El Rayo. That's my pick. He looked good on the scales, and I think he has a better boxing IQ than Pitbull Cruz. So that's that. Friend, you pick Pitbull? Okay. Lord, I keep forgetting who we picked. So I got Rayo. I got Miller. I got Anderson. You have, who'd you pick? Pitbull or Rayo?
Pitbull.
You pick Pitbull.
I got Andy.
You got Andy.
Bacoli.
Ooh, shit.
I think the only thing we agreed on was Andy.
Was Andy who? Cruz?
And David Morel.
Okay, Cruz and Maria. All right, and now we are to the big dogs. We got Terrence Bud Crawford versus, what is this man's name?
Madrimov.
Israel Madrimov. Madrimov. I don't know. I've heard Madrimov. I've heard Madrimov. No, I don't know. But we got them in the main event tomorrow. And friend, I want to know what you thought about the weigh-in. Because we got to see them late tonight. This was untraditional. The whole setup this week was not the traditional boxing setup. So we had the weigh-ins, the ceremonial weigh-ins, of course, were way later today. So they've had hours to rehydrate, okay? Because the official weigh-in took place this morning. So we got to see them on the scales this evening, a couple of hours into rehydration. What did you think of what you saw?
Bud in 6'7". Damn. He looked scary. And Boots should have been scared of him today, too, while they were staring each other down. He just... Bud in under 7.
Damn.
I agree, Drink. Between 5 and 8. I'm somewhere in there, too.
Wow. Y'all don't give Madrimov a chance at all.
He ain't got a windmilling chance, right?
He don't even have a windmilling chance.
He need some bricks, bear mace, something strong. And ain't Jackie, I saw what you said. I didn't switched out Errol for Budrick. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I can give the man his credit finally and it not be no shit. Just like I can give Tank his credit and it not be no shit. Bud is fixing to beat the shit out of this man. I don't I see what y'all saying. Measure my good. Yeah, yeah, all right. He's gonna need he gonna need some milk. He gonna need some milk. Milk. He gonna need some Powerade, a little bit of sea salt and water. He gonna need everything. He gonna need all he can get.
Damn. Damn. Well, I mean, I'm picking Bud too, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all and tell y'all I didn't see what I saw on them scales. Um, both look in phenomenal shape. This was just the evening portion of the rehydration process, and I can already tell that Madrimov is just the bigger guy. Not that that means anything. However, I've been saying it as we've been leading up to this fight. I feel like people are kind of just underestimating Madrimov a little bit, too much for my liking. I'm not about to go out on a limb and pick him like I picked Bivol over Canelo, but I do feel like this is going to be a more challenging fight than what the majority of the people are thinking. Simply because this is Bud's first fight up at 154. And I am just not going to throw caution to the wind and act like I know how he's going to respond to getting hit by somebody that has been campaigning at 154, who's young and who's healthy. I need to see what that looks like. Now, I'm not doubting Bud whatsoever. I just need to see what that looks like. Maybe Bud goes in there and he fights a very veteran, seasoned fight and takes minimal punishment, takes minimal punches from Madrimov. If he does that, to me, he wins the fight easy. But I know Bud, and y'all know Bud. He likes to get up in there and mix it up a little bit. And I'm not going to lie to y'all, I'm a little hesitant to see what the response is going to be if he takes one flush. That's just me and my caution. That's a big ass dude. He's strong and he can punch. He can. And I've seen Bud get hurt and wobble before. I have. So go ahead.
10 fights, friends.
Say it
That's
again.
all. 10 fights. 10 fights is all this man got. Y'all can, I
Them
ain't gonna
10
say
fights.
y'all.
Let me say this. His 10 fights are not the same as how many Franks did Frank have? Frank had what? 18, 19 fights, something like that. His 10 fights for me are not the same because he has an extensive amateur background. Now, I am not saying that his amateur background by any stretch of the imagination compares to a professional one. But what I am saying is his training has been ongoing for a very long time. So his professional record being 10, 1-1 or whatever it is not the same as somebody else's. That's just what happens with those gentlemen from the Eastern European nations because they stay amateurs longer. I can recognize that as a fight fan, and I'm not saying that's detrimental. I'm just saying it ain't the same. With that being said, I'm picking Bud by decision. I don't think Bud can stop this dude. If he can, shut my mouth. I don't think he can stop this big old strong ass Eastern European dude. I see Bud by decision.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to highlight that.
Go ahead.
If Bud don't, if Bud don't stop this dude, it's an L. It's an L if Bud don't stop him.
I tend to feel like kind of what BF was saying. He could fight him and win a decisive decision, a unanimous decision, and not stop him. And I think it's going to help his stake in trying to get a future Canelo fight. Because if he go in here and he stop Madrimov, I don't think he'll ever get the consideration from Canelo. And that's really what Bud wants. So I think he fighting a double-edged sword. You want to go in there and you want to look good and shine and win convincingly, but in the back of your mind, you want that big money fight with Canelo. And if you go in here and you whoop Madrimov ass and stop him, you think Canelo gonna fight him?
Canelo will fight him before David Benavidez.
Well, we know that already. We know that already. We know that already. Yes, Mike Diesel, I am. I'm giving Madrimov a lot of respect because I think we kind of discredit folks a little bit sometimes. And I have my reasons for why I say what I say. I'm just saying. I got Bud winning this fight, but I got him winning a decision. I don't know if it's going to be a unanimous decision either. I don't know if I want to go out on a limb and say unanimous decision, but I got Bud winning the decision. If he go in here and he stop Madrimov, baby, he is everything y'all been saying he is, and he's already that, but he's just solidifying it even more. So, I think y'all really are like, I feel like y'all kind of shitting on Madrimov.
Bud by dog walkage. Bud by dog walkage. Yeah, all that drink. 10 fights. I'm going to remind that. 10. It's the wine, you guys. It's the wine.
It's not. I've been feeling like this since they announced this fight.
Listen, let me tell you. Bud by complete domination. 10 fights, y'all. Bud got 40 freaking fights. We say people ain't qualified for less. What, friend?
Now, also, because I'm thinking of all of this, keep in mind, Bud has been out of the ring for a year and some change.
Yeah, friend.
I'm just saying, people, I take all of that into consideration. He's moving up to a new weight class. He's in there with a naturally bigger gentleman. He's been out of the ring for over a year. He's 36 years old. At some point, one of them four are going to come into play. And it may not have it may not determine the outcome of the fight, but it's still going to come into play at some point. So maybe he goes in there and he knows that and he gets his ass up out of there early. And if he does that, then all praise to Bud Crawford. I'm just saying, I'm recognizing all of the things. And I know that Madrimov is not this wonderful, skilled boxer, but he ain't no slouch. That's the thing that I feel like people are overlooking. Y'all feel like he's just a slouch. He's not a slouch, y'all. He's not a slouch. And if Bud can't hurt him, the fight is gonna get interesting. Because Madrimov, he's gonna take the chances. Bud gonna have to capitalize on him. Because if he don't, he gonna be in trouble. He's gonna take the chances. If Bud can't hurt him, he's going to have to box himself to a victory. And he can absolutely do that. But just know, Madrimov, he not coming in there to just lay down and not fight this dude. He gonna have to fight him. He'll have to fight him. So that's all I'm saying. But it ain't gonna be easy as folks think. That's my prediction. That's my prediction.
I thought that about Clarissa too. I came out here and I was like, this girl is fixing to give Clarissa a hard time with her big thick ass. She's gonna give Clarissa some trouble. Clarissa gave her a chicken wing. So Madrimov is getting a chicken wing also.
All right.
But I'm just saying. I'm just saying, friend.
We shall see. I hope it's a good fight. The card has been built up. It's a really nice, extensive card. I hope the main event is the big shebang. I hope it's a big shebang. Lawrence RBE says, ladies, I am really concerned about Balenciaga Spence kissing the Dolphins. Budrick lost me. I was trying, but he said this fight is bigger than Spence. Lawrence, I'm so glad you brought that up. Friend, bring your ass back here expeditiously. Ladies, I'm concerned about Balenciaga Spence kissing the Dolphins. How did you feel about Bud saying this fight was bigger than the Spence fight and bigger than any fight that he's ever?
Bud said Spence versus Crawford was for the N words, hard ERs.
How you feel about that?
Hey, that's and like I ain't even being funny. I'm glad I didn't take my black ass out there, cause me taking my black ass out there would have been supporting him. You wouldn't get a goddamn dime out of me. My black coins that came from my black ass job is gonna stay in my black ass pocket. Bud done told a long time ago he don't give a fuck about you American fans, cause y'all don't know how to support y'all people. So all y'all that took y'all black asses out there to Spence versus Crawford, he think y'all are.
Well, I wasn't going for him. I was going for Spence. But yeah. Ramsey's ex, he says, Lomachenko had 4 or 5 fights and was called the greatest ever by idiots. Styles make fights. Still got Bud under 10. Nik, did you watch that Ward Crawford interview yet? God damn it, I have not, Ramsey's.
And yeah, Drink, I would rather him have said doing it for the damn culture than to get out there and say it was for the colors. When we gonna get tired? We tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. He might as well just said for the colors, and y'all would have been just as happy. Now it's not that deep and shit. Let that would have been anybody else. They would have been here with their wigs off.
I was just gonna say, this is my thing. When my fighter do some dumb shit, y'all rush in here to make sure we address that the fighters that we like did some dumb shit. When your fighter do some dumb shit, Drink, just say he did some dumb shit or he said some dumb shit, Drink. It's not that we're looking too deep into it. He said what the hell he said. He said that dumb shit.
Drink, you the N-word that he's speaking to. He talking to your ass. All y'all. Because he hate his fucking fans. Y'all are pieces of shit to him.
He done told y'all that he prefer the UK fans anyway. He done said that to y'all not 50-11 times, but he said it before. Okay, let's not act crazy. No, we didn't know what he meant. He meant what he said. He said what he meant. He meant that shit. That's what he said. He grown as hell. He didn't mince words. He meant that. That fight was for the Negroes. You know, it wasn't as big as this one. This a world renowned fight. This dude from Eastern Europe, you know, this is a world fight. All the world is into this fight as if nobody knew who Earl Spence was or nobody knew who he was. You shit on your own self. Like, why would he do that? He turned around and diarrhea shitted on himself. Why would you play your biggest fight to date? Why would you play that down? Why would you do that? Like y'all said, like y'all love to tell us about other people. You ain't got to talk down about no other fighter in order to uplift yourself. Do that sound familiar? Does that sound familiar?
Don't say that because then you said too much.
Does that sound familiar?
All of that should apply to everything except for Bud. You know Bud can't do no wrong. He can't say no wrong. Everything Bud do was right.
Bud is excellent on the mic, actually, WTF me.
Oh, yeah, he is.
He's gotten a lot better.
That's the thing. They want to use that old shit to try to play it on this new shit. That fighter ain't the same. I can't be. He showed us all he could be for that Spence fight. You messed around and let us see what you really capable of, buddy. Don't use that shit on me. You said what you said.
And you meant what you said.
Absolutely.
You meant what you said. You meant that. Just take that L. It was messed up. He ain't had to say that. That was messed up. He shouldn't have said that. Like y'all tell us all the time, you come in here waiting and what y'all gonna say about what he said this time? What y'all gonna say about what he did this time? Y'all gonna hold him accountable? Where's the accountability? Hmm? 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 Where is it? Where is it? I'm looking for it. I'm trying to read the accountability. Where is it? I don't see it. I want to see it, drink. Where is it? Don't give up. Don't y'all have at it. No. Address it. Where's the accountability? I'm looking for it. Anyway, yeah, he was dead ass wrong. Dead ass wrong for saying that. Yeah. They won't change the subject now. They won't say, yeah. All I'm saying is he better go in there and do what he need to do to old Madrimov tomorrow. Cause he wants to be, he wants money fights. So now ain't the time to slip up. That's all I'm saying. Now ain't the time to slip up. If you gonna lose, don't you lose to what Devin say. I ain't gonna don't yeah. Don't you.
Now, Rick, you don't want to go there because if we call this fight a cherry pick, y'all gonna lose your fucking minds. Let's be safe. Let's be safe.
Wait a minute. What did Rick say?
Let's be safe.
What Rick
Rick.
said? What Rick?
Nothing,
Rick
friend.
say?
He ain't say nothing important. He
Cause
ain't say nothing.
is this cause y'all fighters keep losing? Now, first of all, the only one you can say y'all fight, Rick.
But if we call this a cherry pick, friend,
Rick.
if we call this a cherry for the picking, then we out of pocket.
Rick.
All right. Big bet.
Rick. Okay. All right, Rick. Just slow your. Thank you, Corey Parker. He says, which one is a bigger fight, Bud versus Canelo or Canelo versus David? Good question. Very
Canelo
good
versus
question.
David, and it's not even close.
I agree. Canelo versus David, and it's not even close because both of those gentlemen campaigned at 168 for the longest time. Bud would just be getting up there. He would be skipping 2 weight classes to get there. And I didn't want to see that fight to begin with. So
and I know we finna get out of here, but I got a question.
Go ahead.
Madrimov the champion, right?
He is.
Why he coming out first?
The same reason why Canelo came out first against Bivol.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I didn't like it either. And I don't think Bivol liked it, and I don't think Madrimov is going to like it either. I ain't saying it's going to be the same outcome, but I'm just saying it's going to be a good fight. Better fight than what y'all think. Bud. I still got Bud, but I ain't solid. Let me just say that. I ain't solid. And I won't even beat around the bush with y'all. A little bit of that is still some hate. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. A little of that is residual hate. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I don't want to see him lose to Madrimov. But I'd be lying to y'all if I didn't tell you it was a little bit of residual hate. Just so poquito. Just a little bit. Just a little. Yeah, just saying. Anyway, you shut up, Drink. You just shut up. Shut up. Anyway,
I ain't been hating. I've been doing right.
Yeah, she be trying to be all.
I've been giving the man his credit.
And I still give him his credit. I just, I can't. I feel how I feel. Okay, I feel how I feel. Good luck to him and whatnot. Friend, go ahead and get us out of here because them ears is kicking your ass.
Listen, because I'm sitting here in my brain thinking maybe I should just go ahead and take these out. But like they hurt so bad that I know that if I try to take them out, I'm gonna be in this bitch crippled. So I'm stuck with them, friend. I'm just gonna have to hold them out. They just, I don't know, they tender. That's all I can
Put
tell you.
some
They
ice
tender.
on them. Can you put some ice on it?
I don't know, but I might be trying that tonight.
Yeah, put some ice on it
Might
and
be
numb
trying
it.
that tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
numb it.
But yeah, Bud by Domination. I hope y'all had a great, fantastic night tonight. We did. We always have fun in here with you guys, but I can't wait till Sunday show. I told my friend this earlier. The Sunday show is the show that I'm looking forward the most because I am going to be cutting up in here on Sunday, you guys, because I just feel like the Grease Fest is going to be the one to come in here and discuss. And phenomenal Mexican, she talk about my goddamn feet. No more. I promise you, I'll kick you because I know you got that messy bitch leg too. While you in here trying to tiki and ha. But yeah, thank y'all for coming and hanging out with us. We'll see y'all back on Sunday. Hit the like button, subscribe, share this shit with your friends. Let them know it's some girls from Texas over here that's talking boxing. And we'll see y'all back on Sunday.
Say from my ears to my feet. Oh my,
I mean, I'm tired of their ass. I'm not bullshitting.
oh my goodness. Specs. Listen, the progressives is wearing my ass out. These are my old frames. I just can't do it. I'm gonna take those back to the eye doctor and just have her to do my regular. I can't do the progressives. It gives me a headache. I can't adjust. I don't like them. I just can't do it. I cannot do it. Look at Drink sliding in here late in the 23rd hour. Time a good show as always. Y'all buy the pay-per-view. Lovers and haters, but 5 through 8. Yeah, y'all buy that pay-per-view now. You hear? We'll see. I'm hoping.
Because they had to give a car away to get people to come the fuck out there. Bye, y'all.
We'll see y'all on Sunday. Watch the notifications because we might come on a little bit early on Sunday. I don't know. I'm not sure. But we'll be back on Sunday to recap this entire long ass fight card. And Bud really is trying it, having also Eminem walk him out again. Well, maybe he's just doing the performance. But if he come out to lose yourself, he really, really is playing with fire. Anyway, we'll see. Love y'all. See y'all back Sunday. Peace.